Breakfast is 2 protein pancakes. I make it with half a serving of Kodiak Power Cakes, half a scoop of protein, and 2 egg whites, and then just make 2 little pancakes. I like to dip it in this Miss Butterworth's sugar-free syrup, which is really nice. And then we're not having coffee this morning. We're actually having a chai tea with just a Splenda and a splash of almond milk. Oh, and then over here in our Starbucks cup is actually greens. So that's our green supplement. I drink that every morning, as well as take a multivitamin, just to make sure I'm getting in all my micros, you know? All right. Breakfast of frickin' champions. Nom 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 nom. We were keeping breakfast pretty light this morning, just because my calories went down a little bit more, and I've been finding myself really hungry, like later in the evenings when I get home from work. I kind of want a snack, and a lot of the times I don't have any macros left, so I'm trying to save a couple hundred calories for the evening so that I can have like a Power Crunch bar or a heavier protein shake or something, just to kind of satisfy that hunger. Nobody likes to go to bed hungry. It's terrible. Today we're training glutes and hamstrings, of course. Again, I've really built out quads, so you'll notice I don't do a lot of quad focus exercises, and it's because I didn't know how to train my glutes at first, so I used to just train my quads and hamstrings all the time, so now they're really built out, and we need all the other parts of my leg to catch up. Yeah, so leg day. See you guys at the gym.
Alright, sorry for the delay in getting this video uploaded. I've been feeling pretty under the weather the last couple of days, still dealing with a head cold. Here I'm just warming up. This is technically a lower back exercise, but I like modifying it to go up on my tippy toes just a little bit and then squeeze all the way through the back of the leg, and I find that that gets me a really good warm up. Of course, it also makes my lower back tight, which I like throughout my leg workouts to make sure that I'm holding my core in. Back to these, which are so challenging and they hurt so bad, but I really feel like they get all the blood pumping to the proper muscles, and I feel nice and warm going into training legs. Moving into squats here, I did 1 warm-up set and 2 working sets. This is my first working set here, and you'll notice I still have my shoes on, but I do generally take them off whenever I go really heavy. I just like the way that I feel more stable, and I feel like I have better form when I feel the ground under my feet. Oh, there you go. These shoes are up. And here we're squatting 135, which is actually pretty heavy. I mean, I can go a lot heavier than that. I think my max right now is 215, which I wouldn't call a PR because everything that I can, all of my PRs, I guess I can rep. So I think a PR is considered like 1 or 2 reps that you fail at, but I can always go to 3 or 4. Here we are doing glute kickbacks. I like bringing my knee in just to get a full stretch forward before I go backwards, and then just really driving through that little glute muscle. You can see my girlfriend filming me in the background. Oops. Moving into these, I do them elevated because it burns more. I think that's the only reason I really like to. I'm sure there's other reasons what people do. And then when you're holding your hands forward like that to balance, some people actually don't need to do that. They can just balance themselves. I can't, so when you do that, make sure you're not gripping it and you're just like lightly holding it. This is actually the first time I've ever done this exercise. There aren't any of the gyms in my area. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that I live in the middle of nowhere, but none of them have a laying hamstring machine. So this is my little, just trying this exercise out for size. coming into Bulgarian split squats. The other day I did it with the weight over my head. I just like changing up the way that I do certain exercises, just because I feel like you can just feel it in a different way. On the Smith machine I can go a lot heavier, so I think right here is about 40 pounds, which is still really hard. I think I only went to 8 on each leg. And sometimes it's hard to get your balance right, but I like this little corner because you can kind of see like your side view and your forward view in the gym. See that in the background, which is pretty nice. And my butt's starting to look big. Look at that. It's getting there, kind of. Yeah. We did these glute bridges just for a burnout, and they're pretty heavy. We did about 2 sets until failure. I did as many as I could. You can see I'm just like really struggling because I'm so sore at this point. But we just went as hard as we could.
So my BCAA'S that we ordered from bodybuilding just came in today. I wanted to start taking BCAA'S just after doing some research. I didn't used to like to take them, and I've never taken them before because they're like in the protein powder that you buy and everything, and I'm like, I feel like it's just a waste of money to buy both. And then I did some more research and found out that the BCAA mixture actually has like vitamin B12 for energy, and it has collagen for your skin, and it has vitamin C, and it has other digestive enzymes, and that it's just like really good for you. So I started putting 2 servings in my gallon of water, and honestly, like, all the fit chicks on social media make them sound like they taste so fucking good, but they don't taste that good. Like, they just don't taste very, I don't know. I mean, they're not bad by any means, but they just kind of taste like Crystal Light or something, but like not as good as Crystal Light, 'cause Crystal Light's freaking delicious. But yeah, so that's what we're doing. I'm doing 2 servings in a gallon over the whole day, just because I think that it'll be absorbed within my system better than just like chugging it after a workout or after a meal. I'd rather just sip on them throughout the day. The research that I did said that that just works better. So yeah, BCAA'S. Time to get on that soul train. Soul train? Fit train? Time to get on that fit train.